and welcome to another bookish video from me, Johanna, me, my dog, and books. And today I'm coming at you with my February TBR. Of which I am going to use my TBR box, which is, I'll show you, this box of all the books on the bookshelves down here, downstairs, I haven't read, which is quite a lot. Last month I picked out The Road Through the Wall by Shirley Jackson. Read it, didn't love it, but it's read, so now I can unhaul. And actually that's what I'll do with these books, it'll be read or unhaul, because I'm not going to read it just for the sake. Oh, it's quite warm. Like I'm a happy DNFer, to be fair. So in pure overly optimistic style, here are the books that I plan on reading in February, which I realise I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's doable. It's doable. Possibly. A few I have got for book clubs and advanced reading copies that I've requested to do for like book tours. And then I'll pick one from a box. So first up is Cut from the Same Cloth, which is Muslim Women on Life in Britain, edited by Sabeena Akhtar. And I've had this on my shelf forever. Easily a couple of years. Now, when was it? So these are all the essays by the different Muslim women. And it covers things like on therapy, the quest for modesty in the digital age, Arabic speaking, liberal racism, translating trauma in human rights sector, youth in the time of madrasas, the gift of second sight, Grenfell, Smile, racial perceptions. So loads of different topics are discussed in this, and I picked this for my February book group because, I'm moving this because I think Lucy wants to sit up. Lucy! She was starting to pull out a package that I've got sitting there. Now I know what you get up to when I'm not looking. You can't hear me shout at you. Hold on, I'll show you her. There she is, right there. Grumpy McGrumpy face. She won't even make eye contact. She's just yawning at me now. Anyway, so I picked this for my book club, book group in February, because I've been wanting to read it for ages. Says I'm still getting used to these varies. From modern pop culture to anti-blackness, faith and family, politics, education, creativity and working life, this anthology gives visibly Muslim women a space to speak. So that's one that's going on the list. I'm definitely reading that. Now this one I'm taking on holiday with me because look at the cover. It's a winter thriller and I missed out reading it last year, so I definitely want to read it this year. It's Shiver, They Were All Here, So Which One of Them Did It by Allie, Reynolds. And it says that they were all there that winter, but someone will go to any lengths to protect the truth. And so then it's got a list of the characters' names, and it says who is guilty and who is innocent. The secrets of the past are about to come out. And it looks like from the chairlift on the front cover it's set in a winter ski resort, which is perfect for a winter holiday. Then this one I was lucky to get, which is, it's a proof, it's an early proof. It doesn't come out till March. Actually, when does it come out? Published, oh, it just says March. So this is Augustina Bazterrica's. This is what the actual finished cover looks like. This is her new book. I read Tender as the Flesh, which is one of my favourite horror books, and this is her new one. I think it's a holy horror. It says, these words contain my pulse, my blood, my breath. The highly anticipated new novel from the author of TikTok sensation Tender as the Flesh. So that's all I really know. It's and true, it's less than 200 pages. I've been itching to read this. Why have I not read it yet? I don't know. I was kind of wanting to keep it closer to like pub day so that I could rave about it, because I have a feeling I will. Then another one is an arc that I got from Verve Books, and it's called Human Animal by Seth and Insua. I had planned to read this in January, but I'm realising nearly at the end of January as I'm recording this, so that might not happen. So I'm either going to be reading it, finishing it in February, or reading it in February. And it says, oh, Russell T Davies has blurbed it, saying, beautifully, skillfully told with the real tensions and gorgeous characters, Human Animal moved me to tears. So I think it's roughly about a dairy farmer and his family who are struggling given the world, and his son is away to uni, comes back, his son comes back a vegan, I think. Certainly on this, if not a vegan, certainly on the sides of animal activists. And so when animal activists break into the dairy farmer's house, his son sides with him, and so there's family turmoil, yada yada. I've been told it's full of hope, so I'm looking forward to reading that. It says a deeply moving debut about, I'm reading it from the PR please. A deeply moving debut about one family's struggle to find connection in a rapidly changing world. Human Animal is an ode to the wild, a journey of self-discovery and the hopeful path to a common ground. So that bit at the end makes me hopeful of it. So that's one. So I've kind of got non-fiction, horror, thriller, and maybe contemporary fiction. Now this one, I've not managed to read it in January, so I'm going to read it in February, and this is one of the 3 that I had in my last, can't remember the name of the video. Was it my January TBR? I think it might have been my January TBR, where I asked you to pick between this, The Midnighters, and what was the other book? Oh, She and Her Cat, or something like that. Anyway, that came a close second. This one was a front runner, Baby Teeth. So I think, it's really a bit of an unnerving psychological thriller, perhaps, between a mother and a daughter. And I think that the child is creepy and evil, as far as I know. Baby Teeth. Look at the cover. Looks delightful. Lucy, stop staring at me like you hate me. She's got right in front of me. Look. Look at her. It's a teddy beagle. Lucy. Oh no. Oh gosh. So she's decided to go and sit with her dad. Now the next one is a book I need to read by the 25th of Feb, because I'm doing my book review for it, and it's published on the 27th of Feb, I think. It's called Hope You're Satisfied by Tania, Malik. And it's described as The White Lotus meets Below Deck in this astute social satire exploring privilege, immigration and gender with a touch of espionage. I mean, it sounds like it's packing quite a lot in for a tiny little book. So I'll be reading that one. I'm looking forward to that one. Then this was one I treated myself to because it is Lauren and the Book's book club read for the end of February. And it's non-fiction, and it's one that I actually thought, oh, I could actually do this, because I used to really love winter, but after the storms and the horrific weather we've had and all of that, kind of not being in love with winter, apart from obviously my winter holiday, but this is going to get me back in love with winter. It's called How to Winter by Kari Leibowitz, PhD. Essential strategies for turning life's challenges into opportunities. And it says, harnessing your mindset to thrive in cold, dark or difficult times. It has got a very pretty cover. And it says, bear with as I adjust my reading. Oh, Lucy's got back up there and is determined to make a nest, a blanket nest. When psychologist Kari, moved to the Norwegian town of Tromsø. I've probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry. 200 miles north of the Arctic Circle. She expected to hate the winter months. Instead, she found a culture that embraced winter's pleasures and learned how to learn and learned how to lean into the unique joys of the coldest, darkest season. And then I'll just not read the rest of the blurb, but the bottom part is, one thing we can be sure of is that winter is coming. And this book is to help you thrive when it arrives. Well, it's full on winter time, so I'm hoping that gets me right into embracing it and not hearing it. Do you struggle with winter? Do you dread it getting dark at 4 p.m? Do you find endless grey skies, drizzle and biting cold tough to deal with? Yes. Right now, yes. Then the next one is Lost in the Garden, which I picked up from the library. I requested it from the library. It's a chunk, but I also have it on audio saved. And I think it's like folk horror. I'm not actually 100% sure. I'm so tempted to lift my glasses up like this. That's what I normally do, but I'm trying to resist the habit. Like an old wife's tale, like a piece of wisdom passed down through generations, which no one questioned or even thought about too hard. Like folklore, it was just something everyone knew, a rule to be followed. Don't go to Almanby. And then it starts with these characters that are clearly going to set place. It says, creepy, dreamlike, unsettling and unforgettable. You're about to join the privileged few who come to understand exactly why we don't go to Almanby. I really have to think about that word. Plus also, look at that cover. It looks like it's giving me midsummer vibes, is what I'm thinking. Then another, which I ordered ages ago, because I love this author. It is Josh Malerman, and his latest book, Incidents Around the House, which I think came out in like September last year. Let me check. I obviously had to order it and haven't read it yet. Obviously. Seriously, it's getting windy again. I'm scared of the wind now. Well, it says 2024, but I'm just wondering exactly when, but it doesn't say. I think it's September, October. Anyway, I've heard mixed things, but I have got good feelings about it because I think it is, and plus it's just blurbed by one of my favourite authors, Grady Hendrix. This book is the monster that lives inside your closet. And it says, a chilling horror novel about a haunting told from the perspective of a young girl whose troubled family is targeted by an entity she calls Other Mother. It's giving me Coraline vibes, but we can't talk about that anymore. From the New York best-selling author of Bird Box. Also, how creepy does that look? You've got a young girl's perspective and a creepy entity in the house that is trying to be her other mother. I'm here for that. So, I've just put, oh no, there's another one because it's on my Kindle. Let me see if I can get the cover for it. Now, this one is on my reading list because it's the last remaining arc that I got from NetGalley, and I think it just came out or is just out. And it is, where have I got it? It's this one here. I don't know if it's got a cover. It's called Confessions. No, I think that's the cover there on my Kindle. Confessions by Catherine Airey. This is the cover here. I cannot remember what it is about, other than I clearly read the synopsis and thought, this sounds good. And so, I've started going into the book. Go to start. Go to beginning. Right, coming out of that. You really don't want to see me playing around with my Kindle. At the moment, and I should be finished it by the time this is uploaded, I'm reading Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I'm really enjoying it. But by the time you see this, I should have finished it. Hopefully, and told you all about it. Anyway, then last but not least, it's picking a book from my unread books on my shelves downstairs. I don't have that many. I've only got 2 bookshelves upstairs. So intermittently, I'll get you a pick from that rather than putting it in here, because then I thought, well, I'll never find the books because that's how bad. And so, before they all fall, this is one of the ones you picked from my bookshelves upstairs. So that's on the to-do. So many unread books. I literally don't need to buy any books. Although I did hear Chuck Tingle, who wrote Bury Your Gaze and Camp Damascus, which are 2 horror satires with social commentary. Amazing books, which I absolutely love. He's got a new book coming out. Is it called Rebel? Have I made that up? I'll put it here. The cover reveal was just announced like 2 days ago. It looks and sounds amazing. Anyway, sorry, off topic. Let's pick one from my TBR. Right, got one. Then the challenge is to find it on my bookshelf. Oh gosh, I dropped 2. Make sure I haven't dropped any more. Let's see what book it is. It's Better by Far by Hazel Hayes. 2 seconds and I'll try and find it from my shelves. Found it. It was behind books. Yeah, that's when you know I've got a problem. So this was one of my friends gifted me in work, and it says author of Out of Love, which I haven't read. A story about love and loss, hope and heartbreak, and the healing to be found. That will be me not putting a book back. Oh. And my wee Back to the Future Funkos. That was Slewfoot that fell over there. Right on cue. Where was I? A story about love and loss and hope and heartbreak and the healing to be found in life's little limbos, those in between spaces where you're no longer who you were and not yet the person you will be. I have no idea if I like this, but it sounds nice. It's not by a publisher or an author I really know about, so let me know if you know of this one. I've heard of this one. Ugh, it's raining outside. So yeah, I'll put this wee in here. I feel like I'm making progress, although now I'm thinking if I only pick one a month, that's literally 12 books out of my TBR. I might need to pick more. Maybe on months when I don't have like too many arcs or anything. So I've got this one, Unworthy, Shiver. Not all of these I can take on holiday. Cut from the same cloth. Incidents around the house. Lost in the garden. How to Winter. And Hope You're Satisfied are the ones, plus the one on my Kindle. That apparently I'm going to read in February, which is the shortest month of the year. I have a feeling I've gone overly optimistic on this, but one must aim high. Anyway, let me know if you have read any of these books, would like to hear in particular about any of these books. Do any of these books tickle your fancy? And what are your February reading plans? Let me know in the comments and we can have a good chat around it. And I will see you in another bookish video very soon. So thank you as always for liking, for commenting. If you don't already, please do subscribe. And I'll see you very soon.